Greetings and salutations, friends. Welcome to today's reading. This one, I couldn't find hardly any media coverage on it whatsoever. I read a post on it, and it suggested that maybe the reason why he's not getting as much media coverage is because of his sexual orientation, which I can't say one way or another. I just know I couldn't find a news clip to put in the intro. This reading is going to be done on a man that has been missing from Provincetown, Massachusetts since the 4th of January at the beginning of this year. Bruce Crawley. He's 56 years old. He was in Provincetown, it says, for the New Year's Eve weekend and didn't return home. It's reported that he lives in Maldon's. So I didn't get much information on him, just that his sister states he was last seen at an inn, leaving an inn, going to dinner. So I don't know if I'm assuming he was alone, but I don't know why you would go to a different town by yourself to celebrate New Year's. Not sure. So I've got some questions here, of course, and let's deal these cards and see what they have to say. All right, let's start out with the reason that Bruce was in Provincetown. Events leading up to his disappearance. How the events unfolded. Circumstances surrounding his disappearance. Reasons for the circumstances. Who or what is responsible for his disappearance? Reasons. One more fact that I did read that I forgot to include was his vehicle was found abandoned in a parking lot in Provincetown. I don't know if there was any footage or any cameras around, but if there was, it's not been told what was seen. So let's see the circumstances surrounding his vehicle being abandoned. Reveal Bruce's location or something of evidentiary value or himself can be found. And open. The reason why he was in Provincetown for the weekend to begin with, we've got the Knight of Wands. That's being hasty and adventurous. It's being full of confidence because things have been going better than you expected, and it's putting your ideas and plans into action. The events leading up to his disappearance is going to be the King of Wands. That's an older male who is confident, energetic, and a natural-born leader. So that would be him taking his trip. And I don't see that this trip was meeting somebody new. I know I've seen it was suggested that, but I don't see that that's what this was. How the events unfolded, the Six of Cups reversed, that's working through past issues and being ready for a fresh start. It's recalling past events with more positivity than it actually was. That's telling you and warning you that a relationship needs to stay in the past rather than be revived. Okay. Right off the bat there, that screams to me that that would be someone that you were previously in a relationship with, which would be an ex. But this thing's going better than expected. I don't think that this was no romantic meeting. I think he's met up with an ex. Possibly to tell him or to let him know, look here, I'm done. And maybe wanted to go about it in a manner that wouldn't be so hurtful. But I do not see this as being on a getting back together level as well. The circumstances surrounding his disappearance is going to be the sun reversed. That is indicating sadness and depression. This sadness and depression affecting your outlook on life. And this person's traits having egotistical and arrogant tendencies. I'd say that's the X. So he's I can't live without you type. I guarantee you he's probably aggravated this man to death. Reasons for the circumstances. Eight of Swords. It's feeling trapped. It's a card of powerlessness and being silenced, going through drama, dilemma, and crisis. Represents consequences and judgment, and that's in the form of jury, imprisonment, and punishment. So I wonder if they didn't get into some altercation. And I say that's what I feel like. I feel like that's the reason for the breakup. They got into some kind of altercation, which has resulted in some type of legal intervention. Like, I don't know, what is it called? What's it called when you want somebody to you get somebody to stay away from you? Restraining order. Restraining order. I look at this as the consequences instead of being form of trial and jury, imprisonment, and punishment. If you don't stay 500 feet away from this person or whatever, then you're going to go to jail. I see it as resulting in that. So, yeah, this looks like he's really let this guy know this is over. I'm done with this. Who or what is responsible for this disappearance? That's going to be the Temperance card. That shows you dealing with a volatile situation. Yeah. The reason or the motive is the Four of Wands. That represents happy families, celebrations such as weddings, and signifies coming home and reunions. So this ex wanted a forever out of this that Bruce wasn't willing to give. I mean, he was a volatile individual, whoever this ex is. Now, the circumstances surrounding the vehicle. Strength reversed. It's avoidance of conflict and ignoring your instincts. Well, the sister stated the last time that he was seen was leaving this inn to go for dinner. I think he's met this guy for dinner in a public place where, you're going to think it's not going to pop off there. He's not going to get all abusive. To let him know that you're going to have to leave me alone. This ain't what I want. We ain't getting back together. We're done. I've already started a new life. Because things was going better than you expected. So, he's let this guy think that, or let Bruce think that he just wanted to, things were going to get better. He was going to change and be for the better. I guarantee it. Just to reel him in and get him to meet him so he could, whatever it is he did. Location of Bruce or evidentiary value. It's a Knight of Pentacles. Now, let's see here and pull this out. So, I got a traditional card to go by. Alright. Knight of Pentacles. Right off, you're going to see that the helmet is green. Right off, coming off the green. The color of nature. So, there's nature. The resemblance of this coming off of his helmet is going to be a cluster of oak tree leaves. So you're going to look for a cluster of oak trees. Let's see here. Now, the whole basis of this Knight of Pentacles is he is methodical and thinks ahead, fully prepared for his journey. So this has been thought out, planned. Let's see here. His blanket over the saddle. Under the saddle, it shows he's got a book or some type of journal. So I'll be looking for a journal or a notebook in which to record your progress. Yeah. I don't see anything else on the card that's really... It's also a card of letting your tuition guide you towards. So, I really see this as being the most key factors that come off this card: nature, a cluster of oak trees and leaves. The person responsible for putting him in this location is methodical and thinks ahead, fully prepared. And the intuition needs to guide to where. This is going to be some kind of land that either they frequented together, or this person's favorite thinking spot or the getaway spot. That's where I would be looking for Mr. Bruce. Now the last card was open. It's going to be an Ace of Swords. It's a card of new beginnings and decisions, and that's in relation to relationships and love. It's also hurled in action, drama, and confrontation. So that's what happened. He made a decision to start a new beginning without this partner, and the action, drama, and confrontation is the aftermath of it. That's exactly what's happened to Mr. Bruce. So, another case of if I can't have you, nobody else can. Thanks for going through this reading with me. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye-bye now.